What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrese, man. We got Shedeur Sanders highlight. I told y'all we're gonna be trying to keep up with the rookies, seeing what they doing this season and shit. So we got Shedeur Sanders, man. They say he did alright. He can do alright, and that's all he want. When that money on him and it's on the line, that's when I want to see you do some GOAT shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we gonna check him out, see what it's looking like in practice, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Shedeur Sanders, Dillon Gabriel, and the Cleveland Browns are on the field working with the team on day one of rookie minicamp. And in today's video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Shedeur, about Dillon Gabriel, and how these guys are looking alongside Quinshon Judkins, Harold Fannin, Dylan Sampson. I mean, man, this team looks good for the future. Now, I don't know who the starting quarterback is going to be this year. Could be Shedeur. It could be Gabriel. It could be Kenny Pickett. It could be Flacco. I have no clue. But I'll tell you what, the future is very, very bright here in Cleveland. And I'm happy for Shedeur Sanders because he's going to come in here with the chip on his shoulder, ready to grind. And in this video, what I wanted to do specifically was break down all the news, the notes, the highlights, everything you need to know. We got you guys covered. However, before we dive into this video, you're going to see some names at the top left of your screen. You need to go follow these guys on Twitter or X because without them, these videos are not possible to make, okay? These are Cleveland Brown reporters, and if you want up-to-date news, notes, and highlights, go follow them right now. Before I even post my videos, these highlights are already out. So go check them out real quick, and let's dive into day one of practice. Alright, so here's another clip of Shedeur Sanders. I am super excited to see these guys compete, and I think it's really exciting having not only one, but two quarterbacks that are rookies going head-to-head. I have no idea which one of these guys are going to make the roster. There is a world where they keep 4 quarterbacks on roster. Maybe they get let go of Kenny Pickett. Maybe Kenny Pickett. There's so many different question marks about this quarterback room. Right now, I would assume that Joe Flacco is going to be the starter just because he gives him the best shot to win game 1. However, with that being, but also I could say the same thing for Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel. One of those guys are going to be the starter. I have no idea who it's going to be, but it's an open competition, which means whatever you showcase right now will help you going into OTAs, will help you going into mandatory minicamp, and for sure will help you going into training camp as well. Now, real quickly, comment down below, who do you think will be QB1, but more importantly, who do you think wins the number 2 job as well? This is a big question. Give me your predictions in the comments below. Now, obviously, with today's practice being a little bit lighter, no pads, no contact, nothing like that, all rookies, individual work, we're looking at footwork, we're looking at technique, we're looking at, how do we look getting outside the pocket? Right here, we just see quarterback trying to keep his head in one spot, on the move, that way, because, listen, in the NFL, safeties do a really good job reading the quarterback's eyes. So when you're rolling out of the pocket, you don't want to stare down a receiver, so we're trying to teach quarterbacks that. And another thing is, we're trying to show, and right there, you see Shedeur Sanders with his little ball tap, right? We saw a DB comment on it a couple of months ago when he did it at his pro day. Right before he throws the ball, he always taps it. Look at this, ready? Boom, taps it and then throws it. That is something that, might not make a massive difference in the NFL. It might not. All right, let's see Dillon Gabriel. He does the same thing. Okay, so I hated how people came out and said, oh, look at Shedeur Sanders, always ball tapping. We're going to be able to read that. Dude, so many quarterbacks do this.
Tom Brady do that.
It's unbelievable why only Shedeur Sanders got the hate for it. But it's a thing. I mean, you can see Dillon Gabriel doing it right there, tapping it and then throwing it. It's so stupid, but again, Shedeur just gets so much hate for no reason. Alright, so here's some more clips of other guys, not just the quarterbacks going through some work. You can see some new threads here, some guys practicing, some more offensive linemen who are trying out here for rookie minicamp. You may be asking yourself, why are there so many people here if this is just rookies? Well, obviously, you have your rookie class that you drafted, you have the UDFAs that you signed, and then you have to bring in some more guys as well. Now, it usually starts with UDFA camp rookie invites, and that's going to be a lot of these guys. However, some teams also get some veterans for tryouts in here as well, and rookie minicamp is a really good start. If you want to make a team, you can really show off footwork, your pace, right? Your ability to read and react on 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, and that's where we're starting off right now. So here's a bunch of guys that have a lot of work to do to make this roster. 94 right there. I think we all know who big number 94 is. Mason Graham, the first-round pick. You also got Carson Swessinger. He's a linebacker. He wears number 49. I'm not sure if I saw him during these stretching drills, but he is also out here as well. He'll probably be on the other side of the field with the whites. This is the defense. If you see 49, he's probably out here somewhere. But again, it's going to be a fun mini camp for this team. All right, another big-time play here for the Browns offense. We got Quinshon Judkins in the backfield. Shedeur dropping back, hitting him out of the backfield beautifully in stride. Beautiful throw, and then Quinshon obviously turns up. There's no defense here, right? We're just looking for mechanics, looking for route running here by the running back out of a block and release. Boom, great footwork there at the backfield. Quinshon not really known as like a Travion Henderson where he can get out like this, but man, yes he can. This dude is going to be effective out of the backfield. I can almost guarantee it. All right, now here's some more highlights of Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, getting some handoffs in, working with the running back. You need chemistry with every running back, not just Quinshon, but Dylan Sampson and Jerome Ford eventually, and a bunch of these guys. You got to build that chemistry up, and this is how you do it. You got to go through those little reps. I know it's going to be tedious, it's going to be tough, but it's all just technique right now. You can't come in here and expect to see, all right, Shedeur Sanders looks like he could be a day one starting quarterback. You're just not going to realize that until the pads come on, until the work starts really being put into place, and you get some defensive reps in there. You have to read a defense, so just getting the little things done right now, which is a very good thing. A little bit more here of Shedeur Sanders dropping back, quick throw, maybe like a two-step drop. We're trying to get this ball out quick. Look at the footwork of Shedeur again. This looks like a first-round pick quarterback to me. There's not too much wrong with this game. Let's see if he does the ball tap. Yeah, he does do the ball tap once again. Again, everyone does it, okay? So I don't like how people, they're obviously not saying, hey, you need to change that. Because it already would have happened by now. They would have already said, listen, we got to get rid of that. They're not saying anything. It doesn't matter. If DBs can jump that, they're probably the best corner we've ever seen or best safety we've ever seen. So, not that big of a deal. The time when he taps the ball until the ball's out, it's not even a point, a quarter of a second. It's really not. So, again, good actually, right in the spot where it needs to be. These little outs are actually one of the toughest throws in football because if it's slightly behind, it could be a pick six. If it's slightly ahead, it could be a pick six, right? It's got to be right where the receiver can. All right, some more throws here by Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders working through play action. So these are more like RPOs, not really play action, but you can tell we're going to fake the handoff, but all we're doing is reading the linebacker. Boom. We're acting like we're throwing the ball here. Not really seeing if these are completions or not, but we're seeing the technique of both these guys. Working through those situations, going through the mental reps, and that's what you should be doing. So wait, let's go back and look at Shedeur's here. Let's see how quick and smooth this is. So once again, fake RPO, boom. Okay, again, don't mind that at all. You can't really tell too much, but like the reps here, want to keep working on these things as much as possible. Now, it would be unfair to not show Mason Graham. It is tough, though, because they're not doing anything crazy. They're just going through individual drills, footwork drills, tackling drills, but against dummies, against little, medicine balls at times. They're not really doing too much here, but this time, hands in the ground, working through a dummy, right? Just trying to get off that ball. Trying to time it up very well. But again, day one was a success in my opinion. Got to see a lot of new players. Quinshon Judkins, Mason Graham, Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and a bunch more. So if you guys want a part 2 to this video.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to check that out, man, and see what that boy Shedeur Sanders really had going on. Like they said, like he said, you can't really tell what's going on with him yet till you really, start to amplify the practice, I would say, like he said, with the pads on and stuff like that. Maybe you'll be able to tell just a little bit from there. But, yeah, man, hopefully Shedeur Sanders do good. I want to see everybody do good. Shedeur Sanders do good. Definitely looking forward to Travis Hunter this season. It's going to be, he's one of these drive classes, you favor them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoy. And shit, I'll see y'all folks on the next one. Peace. Yeah, that like